Hello and welcome, fellow Spartans, to this battle replay of an online clash I did last night with 3 of my subscribers, all playing on the Celts culture pack. So basically, I and my fellow player are playing as the Ebdanians, and we're facing off against the Caledonians and the Picts. Now, I've sort of created a little scenario whereby we, as the Ebdanians, are trying to defend Ireland from the invasion of these 2 factions from the north, the Caledonians and the Picts. So we're going to try and defend the invasion of Ireland, basically. So we have got obviously all land units, and they have brought a mixture of naval and land units to the battle as well. So I hope you enjoy this. Now, if you're not too sure about what these updates and things like that are all about, basically yesterday Creative Assembly released 3 sort of updates in a way. 2 of those are DLC. Let me pause the replay for a second, and we'll go into that after I've just sort of gone through what's happened. So basically, Creative Assembly yesterday have released 3 updates. 2 of those are DLCs, and then 1 is an update / patch. So the update / patch is the Tin Isles Mercenaries update. I think it's called a Tin Isles update. And basically what that is, it's a free update for everyone who owns Attila, so you don't have to pay for that at all, and everyone will get it. And there's quite a few things it offers to the player. Firstly, you get 12 new mercenaries, or Celtic mercenaries, which allows the players to use them even if you didn't get the Celt culture pack. So some of these units are available as mercenaries, which will be also available in the Celts culture pack, but you can play them within the update for free. And all of those have the guerrilla trait as well, which I'll show you about in a second. You're probably thinking, why the hell are my enemies so close? And I'll show you that in a minute. You also now get 6 new general units to the Longbeards DLC faction. So if you do own the Longbeards culture pack, you get now 6 new general units for them. So it offers a bit more variety and different style of units for them. I think some of the people in the community were saying that there wasn't enough variety at the moment, but now you'll get that. The AI will focus less on raising regions early on in the campaigns, as it fortunately didn't happen before. You get literally swathes of regions which would be completely desolated and razed to the ground. It would obviously affect the campaign massively, so that's been improved. There's a better chance of AI accepting trade agreements now. There's a zoom in and out feature of the family tree, so it offers you a better management and control of your family tree than it would have done before. Diplomacy has been revamped, especially with the larger empires in terms of rival empires and the great power sort of traits that you have on the diplomacy map. That's been addressed, so that has a less of a negative effect if you are a greater power on the campaign now. And there's also been a lot of balancing and optimizations, but those were the main sort of updates in the Tin Isles update. But yes, it's, from what I can see, a really good and positive patch. But also what came out yesterday was the Celts culture pack, which adds 3 new playable factions to the game. I'm going to be doing an overview video soon as well on that culture pack, so you'll get to see what exactly the game offers. But today I'm going to play out those factions on this online battle. I'll show you the replay of this online battle that I fought last night. And also a Blood and Gore DLC pack that came out yesterday, which is all available on Steam. Both of these 2 packs are available on Steam, and you can purchase them right now. So the Blood and Gore is also enabled on this battle. So without further ado, let's have a look at this. So I'm playing, as I say, with my fellow comrade as the Ebdanians. So basically, we've situated ourselves in the tree line here, and we thought we'd do this to try and keep ourselves protected from the advancing enemy. But as you can see, with the Celts culture pack, there is a guerrilla trait now which enables every single unit to be able to position themselves behind enemy lines. So I'm literally starting this battle right away here, and you can see already how close the enemy are to us in the tree line here. This is going to be a battle which starts literally straight away. When we first started this and got the battle going last night, I was just howling because I couldn't believe how quickly they situated themselves right next to us. So this is what I mean. So yes, we were playing as the Ebdanians. Both of us have situated ourselves in the tree line. The enemy are coming at us there and over here as well. And basically they've also got a naval invasion coming from the sea onto this beach area here. So there's got to be a lot of ways the enemy are going to attack us. So let's see if we can hold off. So let's unpause it and enjoy the action. So I put my skirmishers in the tree line here. Also, I believe, where are they? I put the cavalry over here. Position themselves quite effectively, thankfully, on this right hand side, because now I can engage with these units that are out there quite quickly and flank them by looks of things as well. So they launch a straight on offensive towards our lines here. This is my fellow teammate here, and he's holding the line quite well with his Celtic Axe warriors. Now I've got my no he's not. He's got his Fianna, and the Celtic Axe warriors. They're holding just behind. Now I try and launch them in a second. However, what I do is I bring around these units of King's Warband. These are tier 3 very heavy melee infantry units, which are available obviously on the Celts Culture Pack. These are fantastic, expensive, but very effective as tank units on the game. Excellent armour, and obviously can pack a deadly punch to especially spear units and things like that, so they can stand for a very long period of time. I've got a few units of Celtic, I'm going to say Germanic bows then, Celtic archers, which are now launching themselves into this Celtic skirmishers here. So I then bring these sort of King's Warband around the back. But what I love about these units, particularly the Ebdanians, is these, the Kerns, for example, and the, is it Rig Damhana? Expensive, but these are tier 3 very heavy skirmishers. So they add so much options to the game, because now not only are they a skirmish unit, obviously going to be effective in that way, but they also can be a fantastic melee unit to engage in battle with, because they are so good in terms of in terms of armor piercing damage, and also their armor is very effective as well. And with them being very heavy skirmishers at tier 3, they can be quite a deadly force to engage with the enemy hand to hand, as well as skirmishing them. So now over here the enemy have engaged with my teammates over in the tree line here, so I bring the cavalry straight across to try and engage with them and hit him in the rear, which will straight away start to cause a massive morale drop to those forces. We surround them over there. Over here, he's done a fantastic job, my teammate over here, because we had quite a lot of units around here that the enemy were positioned themselves there at, and we've actually dealt with them quite well, or he's actually dealt with them quite well. He's picking away at the Onager units quite effectively. Those two have routed, so he's drawing them away from the battle, basically the main part of the battle, because already now he's been drawn into the centre here, where we are holding very effectively. Of course our Fianna and Axemen will always hold there. We've got such a strong line, so we're peppering these guys with my skirmishers. The bowmen, the skirmishers are just literally launching them here. Look at this, let's zoom in on this bit, see if we can get a bit of the hand-to-hand action, and hopefully see some of the blood and gore as well. Oh, goes his head! Bang! Right, of course that's one of the new animations that's been added with the blood and gore. So even now these are skirmish units, they are holding against these Celtic Axe warriors, because they can do that. Other skirmishers will just flee in hand-to-hand combat. These guys will hold their own, which is very, very good and offers so much more to the player. These King's Warband have just smashed through these Celtic berserkers really effectively, so they've now taken them out of the battle. I can then line them up, go for a charge against these. Hopefully this Celtic Warband, here we go, and these will wipe through these. 2 units of these King's Warband will wipe down them quite effectively, even though they are tier 2 gold chevron units, but they will do the job. So still here, we're being peppered in this centre. We're being peppered here, but we're okay. We're okay. We'll hold there. I know it. I'm confident of it, because I know it did happen. But you know, I knew at the time we would hold as well there. So there we go. That right-hand side has now been completely finished. We've wiped out their, or my fellow fighter has wiped them out pretty quickly. Actually, those onagers have gone, so that's a massive blow to the enemy, and a threat that's been taken away from us quite quickly. So now I can get these riders in behind the warband, which will bring them down quite quickly, hopefully. There you go, massive drop in numbers there. That charge has been very effective. These are just skirmish units as well, but also because they are tier 3 units, they really hold their own, even in a cavalry charge. So there we go, that's that. Now I've got my melee cavalry over here, which I brought across from over there in the tree line. Always being protected at the same time. So the use of the trees here has been very effective. We've kept our units covered, protected well, and it's made a difference here. So we're surrounding this unit now of Celtic warriors. Now the front line here, again, is just beautifully holding now. We've hardly lost any units here, in fact, where they're starting to drop now in numbers. And as we start to pick these away, it then allows me the opportunity to come round the back of them. Once we've taken this unit of warband, or say Celtic warriors away, we can then effectively go behind soon. But still, my skirmishers, my cairns, they've done a good job there. They've dealt with those units on the left there, and now they can come across and start to take on these melee units, and also try, once we've got rid of these with our cavalry, push in to these skirmish units over here. Drive them away, basically. So now we've got our general committed himself, but he's okay. He's been able to take down the heavy marauders pretty quickly. Thank God. So that's all good over there. General of his is already wiping out the heavy marauders that have come from the beach over here and landed just there. So that's been dealt with effectively. So at the moment we're holding Ireland. We are holding the country. We're not letting these barbarians take us down. So looking good so far. Now because we've been able to break them here, this has now freed up these units to go and hit these right in the back. We've done so. It's caused mass routing across the three units there, which at the time was fantastic. I really was happy when that happened, because I knew then this would turn the tide, because we were in a position where we could start to push on now and start to really take the field against the enemy. So we've driven them away, and I think at this point very soon my fellow teammate does start to bring these units across and out of the tree line to start pushing away these skirmishers, because now I start to get my skirmishers to drive them away as well. So we've basically, we've got rid of this unit here, these light boatmen, and now with these cavalry units they are free to push on against these skirmishers and remove their threat immediately. And here we go, here he goes, he's bringing them out now, out the tree line. The protection, which has helped massively there, is no longer required. We can push out and start to really take the fight to them, which is great. And I think in a second, once we've taken this unit out of Fianna, we take these King's Warband to hit their general over there, because obviously my axemen have now unfortunately suffered too many units, also too many casualties to survive and carry on fighting. So he's brought in his Fianna to support me, and once we say we've got rid of this unit of Fianna here of the enemy, we'll then bring these King's Warband around the back to hit that general unit there. So cavalry are doing a fantastic job wiping away these units of skirmishers, removing their threat quite effectively now. And all these units on the left that have come from the boats here have been beautifully dealt with by my teammate. The general unit has just completely ripped through them. Look at that. King's Fianna. This is a tier 2 very heavy melee cavalry unit, which is obviously a general unit as well. So he is doing a fantastic job with that cavalry unit against the enemy on that left hand side there. And this is what I can see here from these Celtic factions. Their general units, especially the cavalry, are fantastic. Mine was done a wonderful job as well. He's dealt with some units over there really effectively. So, you know, really are, in terms of higher tiered units, very effective indeed. And here's my general over here. He's only lost 3 men. 3 men in the whole of this battle he's lost. And he's done some very good work. He's taken out 184 men. And there we go, close victory. Generals dies. I didn't realise it was that quick actually. I thought it lasted for a bit longer. That was it. General was killed. We surrounded them. We pushed out at the very end. And it was a case of a nicely played out victory, I thought. You know, we held strong in the centre there in the tree line. We picked away at their units over here. We lured them in and picked them off bit by bit. We utilised the skirmishers that I had, not only as skirmishing the enemy down at range, but also attacking them hand to hand. And that's why those higher tiered units of skirmishers are so effective at offering so much to the battle. Okay, they're expensive, but they are very effective at the same time. And especially, as I said to you a minute ago, the general unit, very good to have on the battlefield as well. Those higher tier general units of cavalry are fantastic. So let's end the replay there. Let's look at the statistics, and I want you to thank obviously my fellow players here. There's Flying Spectacles, who played as the Picts, a random redcoat who played as the Caledonians, and then my fellow comrade here, Wolf. Is it Hilio? Wolf Hilio? He played as the Ebdanians. So there you go. Well played to all the players and guys there who did that battle with me. And yes, so I lost 787. My fellow, I'm going to say Spartan then, but my fellow comrade lost 876. And they took some pretty heavy casualties as well with their factions there, with their units I should say. Looking at my statistics here, my most effective unit was, look at that, Murmia Cavalry, 310. Also them Chosen Raiders were 291, 201. General 184. King's Warband, again, nice figures there for them. So really all-round great performances from my units. Looking at my teammate, look at that, King's Fianna, the general unit killed 296 men. And look at that, Kern's unit, 513 men. Phenomenal performance from that unit there. That just shows how effective they can be. Get them, if you're on a campaign playing as these guys, get Kerns as quick as you can. Okay, it will keep a lot of you, so it'll cost you a lot with your treasury and probably upkeep as well, but by God, they are worth their weight in gold. So looking at the Flying Spectacles, their most effective unit on the day was a unit of Celtic Marauders here. Also, sorry, Celtic Axe Warriors as well, 215 kills with that unit. And looking at the random Redcoat, his most effective unit was the unit of Fianna with 166 men that he killed with that unit. Unfortunately, the Onagers weren't performing on the day. Look at that, no kills, but that was down to my my teammate and how fantastically well he dealt with them early on that far left-hand side of the battlefield. But I hope you enjoyed this little quick look at the Celts culture pack. It was a nice way to do it, I thought. Get the community involved, get some subscribers to have an online battle with me, and have a little bit of a twist with making a sort of invasion style battle. So if you enjoyed the video, please drop it a like, and be sure to check out my factions overview video, which I'll be doing soon on these 3 new playable factions on the game. So, but until next time, this is Warrior Spotter for now, saying farewell.